Hey, this is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com on the banks of Lady Bird Lake in Austin, Texas. And I just want to deal with a really common problem for people who have quit drinking. And I see this happening all the time. So I thought I'd make a little video about it to try and explain, because information is power. When you know what's going on, you can deal with the issue at hand. So what I see happening quite often is people join the Stop Drinking Expert and they get sober. And they're delighted. They go 15 days, 30 days without a drink, and they feel empowered. They no longer want to drink. They've just made that decision in their life, and they're happy. And then all of a sudden they find themselves drinking again without any explanation. They were so adamant, they were so happy about their decision, and I can't tell you how disappointing that feels when you do that. The guilt and regret you feel at throwing away 15 days, 30 days, 90 days is just devastating, because you know you have to go right back to the start and do the whole thing over. So why does it happen? Why do people who are adamant they're not going to drink anymore and have got 30 days sober, why do they drink again? Let me explain what I think is the most common reason for this happening, and it's to do something called anchoring. Now, if you're like me, you've been drinking over decades, not just over years, but decades. And over that time, you've been anchoring alcohol to some very pleasant experiences. So when you're out and you're laughing and joking and you're having a great time, alcohol's in your hand. Christmas, alcohol's in your hand. Thanksgiving, alcohol's in your hand. Everything that you've done in the past that was fun had alcohol connected to it. And you've anchored these things to drinking. So what happens is you could be 30 days sober, and then for the first time in 30 days you go to your favorite restaurant and you walk in the door and you smell those smells coming from the kitchen and you hear the music playing in the background, and suddenly you think, just one drink. And as you know, you cannot have just one drink, because for a problem drinker there is no such thing. Just one drink leads to 2 drinks, leads to 5 drinks, leads to 20 drinks. There is no, so you cannot do it. The most dangerous 3 words a problem drinker can hear or think is just one drink. You cannot do it. So you've got events anchored to drinking, which are triggering an impulse in your brain to make you want to drink. Let me give you an example. Let me say that, let's say I punch you on the arm every time I say the word watermelon, and I do this 1,000 times. It would get to the point where I no longer needed to punch you at all. I'd just say the word watermelon and you would feel pain in your arm. And this is because the brain expects this to happen. So it builds a pathway in the brain. It builds a piece of material, piece of meat inside your head to complete the program, because there's no point consciously thinking about it every time. So it might as well build a piece of program in your head to complete the task. And that is what is happening when you walk into environments where you previously drank. This information is important because now you can recognize it. When you walk into your favorite restaurant and you smell those smells and you get that urge to drink, you can say to yourself, this is an anchor. And the only way to get rid of an anchor is to do something dramatically different. To scratch it, make it a broken record so that the needle can't play on that record anymore, and it just doesn't run in your head anymore. You just got to break the pattern by doing something different, okay? So that is what I think is the main reason why people suddenly fall off the wagon. If you have any questions, drop me an email via the website www.stopdrinkingexpert.com.